Hey guys, Coach Kirsten here, and I wanted to hop on because I've had a lot of people ask lately, how can I be faster in the pool? How can I swim easier in the pool? How could my stroke be effortless, as experts like to say? How can I swim so that I'm not exhausted after the swim part of a triathlon? Because I still got a bike and a run to go. So there are a lot of things that go into this answer. Most of it is you need to get your swim looked at, get it analyzed by an expert, have them give you a couple drills to help your specific stroke where it's at to get more efficient and more effective so that your technique is good. Then you practice those drills, get your technique better. Once your swim feels easier, then you can put more energy and effort into making it faster because you're saving the energy from making it more efficient. So that's a long, this is going to take 6 weeks. This is going to take all year. So what I wanted to hop on and just give you 3 quick tips to make your swim a little bit faster and a little bit easier by creating less drag with the way you're swimming right now. So you might not be swimming perfectly right now. Your technique might be way off. But if you just take these 3 tips where you're at right now, you can help make your swim a little bit faster by reducing drag. So I call this free speed. I'm going to give you 3 quick tips to give you free speed in the pool. So number 1 is your head position. If your head is way too high, like the water level is right here, in general, that's going to cause your lower body to drop, even in a wetsuit, even with a buoy. I actually tested this the other day with my big old buoy that keeps my body right up. And I was counting strokes with my head up and my head down. And this is with the buoy keeping my hips up. And it was still less strokes always with my head down. So not like chin to your chest down, but you want your chin to be pointing toward the bottom of the pool. And so only the back of your head is sticking out a little bit, and then you avert your eyes upward. If you are a triathlete or time trial cyclist, it is kind of that same position, that same aerodynamic position where you're looking straight down at your aero bars and you're averting your eyes upward. Because the minute you lift your head, it causes more wind resistance on a bike, so it's going to cause more drag in the water. Plus, as soon as you lift your head, you sink your body down. So as much as you can keep looking down, chin straight down, head mostly underwater. You don't want your head all the way underwater because you don't want the water coming over your head because that's going to slow you down as well. So the position is chin looking straight down, chin pointing straight down. So the majority of your head is underwater. That is number 1, just changing your head position, free speed. A drill you can do is take a tennis ball, put it under your chin and swim. Start with a snorkel because it is hard to take a breath and hold that position. But it's not impossible at all. It's just more challenging if you're starting off with a poor head position. So with a snorkel, swim with a tennis ball under your chin. Number 2 is your legs. So if you're kicking this wide, that's going to create drag every time your legs come apart. Even if you're not a kicker, a lot of swimmers I see will rotate to breathe to the side and their legs will come far apart because they're not balanced in their core. So their legs are having to balance when they're rotating from side to side. So if your legs are out far, further than your body, further than your hips, then you're going to create more drag. So it's going to slow you down. So a good drill for this is, 2 things. 1 is tie a band around your ankles just for the awareness. Because most people that I work with, when they turn to the side and their legs go really far, they have no idea that's happening. It's an automatic response to trying to balance on their side. So band your feet together and try to swim. And even if you can kick a little bit with your ankles, band your ankles together, not your feet, band your ankles together. And just so you have the awareness if you're rotating and trying to spread the legs out. So that's a good drill for awareness. And then from there, you just need to get your core used to balancing on your side. So the simplest drill for that is kicking on your side. So you're laying on your side, one arm over your head, One arm on your ear on your arm reached out, and then one arm by your side, and you're fully kicking on your side. Just flutter kick, flutter kick on your side. You can also wear a band while you do this, so you know that your feet are only coming. You only want your feet to be coming as wide as your hips, or as wide as your body. So about 12 inches, 9 to 12 inches max. Most people are way wider than that. So that's free speed. If you can get your legs kicking small, even if you're not a kicker, when you're rotating, keeping them close together. And then the third tip for free speed that creates a lot of drag is your feet. So believe it or not, your feet, if your toes are pointed or flexed, there we go. So if you're kicking and your feet are flexed, like you're kicking with flexed feet down here, this creates a ton more drag because your feet are going to be keeping it's going to make it harder for you to move through the water. I saw a statistic that feet flexed on a push off on a streamline off the wall, feet flexed creates 41% more drag than toes pointed. And that's just on the push off. So if you're swimming 1.2 miles or 2.4 miles and your kick is with your toes pointed down with feet flexed, that's creating a ton more drag than if your toes are pointed. Now, if you don't have flexible ankles, this is really challenging. So my best drill for this is to use fins, and that will help your feet get more, your ankles get more flexible. So you could put a band around your ankles, kick with your fins, kicking on your side, and that's gonna cover all of this. Tennis ball under the head with a snorkel, just go all in, all equipment. You might look like a total dork at the pool, but you are going to be a much faster swimmer with just the same amount of effort. So these are just tricks for reducing drag to make you a little more hydrodynamic, to give you free speed with your stroke that you're already doing. So I hope this is helpful. Let me know if you have any more questions about swimming, swim techniques, swim drills. I pretty much specialize in making up drills. I have a whole bunch of drills that are kind of funky, but I'll look at your swim stroke and be like, okay, based on your stroke, here's the drills that'll help you the most. And then I'll give you those drills, you work on them, and voila, check to see what happens. So happy swimming. I will see you guys next time. All right, bye.